Where's the romance? Where's the plot? Where is it?
Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Mina. Welcome to my channel, Mina Reads. And today I'm starting a reading vlog. I'm going to be reading my 4 most anticipated romance releases of 2020. So I'm going to be reading You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle, Meet Cute Club by Jack Harbin, Something to Talk About by Meryl Wilsner, and Real Men Knit by Kawana Jackson. So these are all adult contemporary romances, and I'm just going to read them because I want to treat myself because I just finished my semester and I've written all my essays and I've done all my exams, and so now I just want to treat myself with all of the romance books that I've really been dying to read. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, yes, I was just reading on my floor because I'm tired of sitting on my bed. You can judge me if you want, but this is about a girl named Carrie and this guy Jesse, and Carrie and Jesse know each other through Jesse's mother. Jesse's mother name is Mama Joy, and she runs a knitting shop, and recently Mama Joy has passed away, and Carrie has spent like her whole life under Mama Joy's tutelage learning how to knit and how to like run this store and everything. So now that Mama Joy has passed away, she's trying to convince Jesse and his brothers to not close the store basically, but she was thinking about Jesse and she's talking about him, and she's basically talking about the fact that he's like obsessed with boobs or something. It just seems like she's kind of trying to imply that like he's a man whore and he has a lot of sex and stuff, and she just seems really jealous about it, and it's like, girl, jealousy is a disease, like get well soon. Okay, so a quick clarification. Jesse is actually the one who wants to keep the shop open, and Carrie just volunteers to help him like learn about the business because he doesn't know enough to keep it running by himself. He wants to make the shop like a success or whatever to keep the Mama Joy's legacy alive. That's really nice. I'm not a huge fan of Carrie. I mean, I like her, but I feel like her character is too motherly. I wish she would just relax a little bit, like just a little bit. I want her to be more chill, but she's not. She's very uptight, and she does like state that she is the caregiver type and all that, so I understand that, I can appreciate that, but she just seems too uptight. I don't enjoy that. But I do really like the like small business aspect of this story. I do really like Jesse. I like Jesse's brothers. I like Carrie when she's not thinking about Jesse, but when she is thinking about Jesse, she just feels very like petty and judgmental, and it's just like I'm not enjoying that. I'm going to try to finish this today because tomorrow I want to start Meet Cute Club. So I'm going to try to finish this today. We'll see how it goes. I've decided what Jesse and Carrie look like. I'm going to include pictures on the side here. But yes, this is my fan cast. Jesse is so sexy. Carrie is so beautiful. So yeah. Maybe this will help me enjoy it more if I'm imagining beautiful people in my mind.
10 seconds later.
Carrie just said that Jesse smells like rugged musk and sweet sleep. What does that even smell like? Okay, well, anyway. I'm on page 210, and there's like no relationship development so far. Like, there's kind of a forced proximity trope going on right now, which could be interesting, but there's only like 100 pages left in the book, and there's barely been any kind of relationship development. I feel like her and Jesse have barely spent any like solo time together or any like really cute moments. So I'm just like, and they haven't even started like renovating the knitting shop or anything like that they're supposed to be doing so they can reopen it. So I'm very confused. Like, where's the romance? Where's the plot? Where is it? I would not classify this as a romance at all, because even a slow burn romance would have more building of the chemistry, more tension between the characters, and I feel like this just does not have that. I would say that this is more of a story about a family in crisis coming together and about their community and stuff like that. I would say that it could be any and all of those things more so than I would consider it a romance. You know, Jessie, Carrie is not like those other girls that you've been with. Carrie is so much better and blah blah blah. Like, this is annoying. Like, what makes her coochie that much better than any other woman that he's ever been with? Like, just because this man has been with other women in the past does not mean that those women are not worthwhile, or like they're not good people, or that Carrie is so much better and more angelic and worthy of respect and love than any of those other women that he treated like, you know, however he treated them in the past. I don't like that. I can't stand that. I'm not like other girls, holier than thou bullshit is annoying. So I finished and it didn't really get better. I feel like this is probably going to be like a 2-star. I just really didn't enjoy this. I really did not buy the romance. I feel like the characters really lacked. They were very flat. The dialogue was pretty flat, and like, I'm so disappointed. I wanted to love this so much, and I really like the author. I've never read any of her other books before, but she just seemed like a really nice woman, and I follow her on Twitter, and like she follows me back, so I'm like low-key paranoid that she's gonna see this, but I just like, I didn't have fun. Cool. I'm like 7% into Meet Cute Club, and I'm hoping to finish it today. It's Monday, so I'm hoping to finish it today because it releases tomorrow, May 5th. Yeah, I'm really excited about this book, and so far so good. This book is a male-male romance, its own voices. The author Jack is really cool. This book is about two characters named Jordan and Rex. And Jordan, he has his own book club called the Meet Cute Club, which is a romance book club, and basically his book club is kind of like flopping and it needs new members, and eventually this bookstore employee named Rex asks to join his book club, even though Rex always makes fun of him whenever Jordan comes to like buy romances for the book club. So he's very hesitant to allow Rex into the club, but he really needs new members. So that's like the plot. That's what's going on right now, and I'm really excited about it. So far it's just like cute and enjoyable, so we'll see how I feel as we go along. I'm so in love with Jordan. He's so adorable. He's like getting ready for his book club meeting, and he's like cleaning his house and baking cookies and stuff, and he's just so cute and flustered, and I love him. He seems so sweet. He reminds me of that Chris Fleming video where he's like panicking about cleaning.
I want this place looking like Disney on Ice in 1 minute. Carrie, if you haven't made your bed, throw it away. It's too late to make it now. Get rid of the couches. We can't let people know we sat.
But yeah, he reminds me of that. Rex like asks these random people like if they know where Jordan lives so that he can like crash a Meet Cute Club meeting, and so he just shows up there, and then Jordan's like, okay, first of all, Edward Cullen, that's really stalkery and weird. Why are you in my house right now? And like, it is so funny to me because they just announced Midnight Sun today. All I've been hearing about on Twitter is Twilight and Edward and Bella and Twilight. So anyway, I'm gonna leave the link to the Cool You Tribe's fundraiser in the description below. They actually need donations. They're trying to move their tribe to higher ground because it's not safe where they are, because they live on the coast, and so they're really vulnerable to hurricanes and stuff like that, and it's possible that their entire territory could be wiped out. So help the Cool You Tribe move to higher ground. Please support the Cool You Tribe. When Jordan is like, well, why are you reading romance now if you don't respect the genre? And then Rex is like, because you're reading it and you find it interesting and I find you interesting, so I wanted to see what it was all about. I think this book has like my favorite romantic gesture ever. I'm about to start crying. Like, they're so cute.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular.
I finished it. It was so good. It was 5 stars. Amazing. Oh my god. Okay, so this was just so cute. Like, Jordan and Rex, they just have the best chemistry, and I loved them, and they were so sweet. I feel like if you really enjoyed the bromance book club, you will really like this book because it has like that same amount of like really meta discussions about books and like romance and the power of romance and stuff like that. So if you're really into that aspect of the romance book club, you're gonna love this book. This book is so sweet, it's so fun and funny, and I feel like the characters just had the best chemistry. They had the best conversations, and I really love the way that Jack Harbin developed their relationship, and they like come together to make this club a success, and it's just so sweet. There's this scene that I'm obsessed with where he takes him on a date, and like for their date they go to a library, and Rex just tells Jordan about like all of his favorite books from when he was a child, and it just was so cute. They're just adorable. I just love them. I'm obsessed with them. They're like one of my favorite couples that I've read about this year, and I'm so pissed off because I don't know, they probably won't have another book, but I want to see more of them. They're so good. They're just, oh my god, like I can't stop smiling. It was so cute. I feel like a lot of times in non-own voices gay romance, it feels very like it's all just about the sex, like it's all just elaborate porn setup, but this felt like such a cute and like swoon-worthy romance. And I mean, there's not knocking sexy romance. Me and erotica go way back, and I love erotic romance and all that, but like this was so cute. And I mean, that's not to say that there isn't any sexy scenes in this, because there are some, and they were top notch, but this just was so sweet. It was so wholesome and nice, and there were just wonderful like family dynamics between Rex and his little sister, and between Jordan and his grandmother, and it just was like, it was like everything. It was like everything that I could possibly want, and I adored it. You all need to read it. By the time I upload this video, Meet Cute Club will be available for purchase. I'm going to leave the link in the description. I'm begging you all to read it and fangirl with me about Jordan and Rex. Also, let me show you guys what Jordan and Rex look like, because Jack has impeccable taste for this fan cast. It was so good. So anyway, that's all I have to say on this book. Please read Meet Cute Club. It's so fucking adorable. It's amazing. I love it. Transcendent, 5 stars. It's everything. I'm about to start You Deserve Each Other. I really need to tell you guys about this absolutely deranged thing that just happened. This book is about 2 fiancés who don't like each other, and they're trying to like, you know, they're trying to call off their wedding. The girl, Naomi, she's thinking about her fiance, Nicholas, and she's thinking about how his mother is like really crazy and controlling, and his mother really wants him to have kids because she wants grandkids. So she wants him to use his sperm and use the eggs of her dead friend to create an embryo. And then the mother wants Nicholas's sister, Heather, to carry the baby to term. And I'm like, what in the sweet home Alabama is going on here on this day? Like, what? Rich people are really weird. And that's all I have to say on that. Alright y'all, so I am about 30% into You Deserve Each Other. Naomi and Nicholas, they've been engaged for about a year. Basically, Naomi, she cannot stand Nicholas anymore. She does not like him, and she doesn't want to be with him. She finds everything about him annoying. Nicholas's family is really wealthy, so they are footing the bill for the entire wedding, and she knows that his mother is just petty enough that she would like take her to small claims court and force Naomi to pay for all the wedding expenses, and Naomi does not have that kind of money. So Naomi wants Nicholas to break up with her so that she will not be held like financially responsible for the wedding expenses. And they're in like this battle of wills with one another, trying to get the other to call off the wedding. So where I'm at right now, Naomi is like paranoid about every single thing that Nicholas does, and he like sent her these flowers to her job, and her coworkers are like convinced that he sent poisonous flowers to her job. But I'm like, what if he was just trying to be nice? What then? But overall, I'm not sure if I like Nicholas yet, because he really does seem like an asshole. So I'm gonna see if the book can like convince me that I should be rooting for them to get back together. They both fundamentally don't understand each other. That's an interesting concept, and I really like when people are like a couple or they're married and then they're trying to like fall in love again. I love books like that, so I'm really into the vibes here. I don't know if my opinion is controversial or not, but Nick does not really seem that bad. He definitely did some annoying shit like in the beginning of the book, but right now he don't even seem that bad. Spoilers, I guess. What am I doing with my hair? He just bought her a house, and she's like, it's my dream house, but I can't tell him that, and she's like telling him that it's ugly and stuff like that, and I'm just like, girl, what goes on? Like, I don't understand. I mean, she don't like him, so it don't really matter what he does because she don't like him. But I mean, if she don't like him, I'll take him. I mean, shit. I feel like most of the issues that they have are due to the fact that she has bad boundaries and she doesn't know how to speak up about what she needs. And because she doesn't know how to do those things, he can't provide her with the things that she needs, but she's upset about the lack of certain things in her life. And it's like, if you would have told him, you could have had those things and you'd be happier right now. Being vulnerable is hard, so I can understand that. But I feel like she really set herself up, because in the beginning of the book she talks about how she like spent all this time trying to portray herself as like a really low maintenance girlfriend, and like she's so self-sufficient and she doesn't need this and she doesn't need that. But now she wants those things, and it's like, you can't base a relationship on like all these little white lies and then expect that this person is going to know you inside and out if you've been hiding certain aspects of your wants and needs from them. So it's like, sis, what did you expect?
Hi friends, it's Wednesday morning and I just finished You Deserve Each Other, and I'm still contemplating if I want to give it 4 stars or 5 stars, but it was really good, and I definitely think that is worth all the hype that I've been seeing. It was so funny. It was like a really good romantic comedy. I was happy that I really enjoyed it. I really laughed. There were a lot of moments that were just flat out ridiculous and so fun, and I really appreciated these characters. I thought that they were so realistic and flawed, and I love the way that this author wrote them because they felt like real people. Like genuinely they felt like real people with real hobbies, and I like that they don't really fall into like very stereotypical like romance archetypes. Like Nicholas, he is not your typical like super duper macho alpha male type. Like he's just really nerdy and cute, and like he's a dentist, he loves video games, and I don't know, I just felt like those things about him were like really sweet, and I really liked the way that the author she didn't shy away from showing like very ordinary people and like very ordinary kind of personalities, and I really just appreciated this so much for this like exploration of their relationship and talking about like what it means to have a healthy relationship with someone. One of the things that I really appreciated about this book is that in the beginning of their relationship, Naomi very plainly states that like she kind of really puts her best foot forward with him in a way that's like mildly disingenuous, and all of that kind of catches up to her, and it creates all of this resentment within her, and that's like one of the major things that really messes up their relationship. And I felt like that was such like a good point to make, because it's really about how these two people really fundamentally don't understand each other and don't understand how the other operates and how the other really shows affection and stuff like that. And so I feel like the exploration of all of that was really good. I will say that I felt like Naomi was really frustrating for a lot of this. She was very cool, and like I really liked her point of view. She was really funny, but sometimes her leaps of logic just made no sense. Like she is the queen of jumping to conclusions and always the wrong ones, and so that was a bit frustrating because I feel like as a reader you could see Nicholas doing things that are like really sweet, but she doesn't see them that way, and so that was really frustrating for me. I just wanted her to like realize the things that he was doing, like that he's not the devil that she was treating him like he was. And so it was fun to see her like take accountability, realize her part in their relationship not being what she wanted it to be, and just seeing them like fall in love again and become like best friends again and partners in crime. And they were just really cute. This story was really fun, and it was also really heartfelt. Like it was not, you know, I don't want to say like it's not your typical romance to, you know, degrade other romances, but I just feel like this was really insightful and heartfelt, and I really liked it. Okay, so right now I'm reading Something to Talk About by Meryl Wilsner, and this is a contemporary sapphic romance. It's set in like Hollywood, and it's about this older Hollywood starlet. So she's a really famous Hollywood writer, and this is about her and her personal assistant, and essentially all these rumors start swirling about them and if they're in a relationship after some suggestive pictures get taken of them on the red carpet. The reason that I was really excited for this is that it's one of the first, I believe, one of the first queer romances that Berkeley Romance Group, which is a subsection of
Penguin Random House has published, so it's like a really huge deal. So we love that. So far I'm like 30% in. I definitely like it. I really like the Hollywood setting. I'm always a sucker for like the whole famous people, and then like the tabloids are misconstruing things. The one thing that I'm not 100% loving about this is that after these photos come out, two main characters' names are Joe and Emma. So everyone's like, oh, Joe and Emma, they must be dating. When this comes out, Emma really wants them to just like deny the rumors. Joe is the famous one and Emma is the assistant. And so Joe's like, no, you know, I've never commented on my love life ever in my career, and I'm not about to start now, and blah, 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 blah. And I really don't like that. She puts the personal assistant in a really bad situation. How are you expecting her to get hired somewhere if she has this really high profile scandal of her dating her boss? I just feel like it's a little bit selfish of Joe to not really consider how something like this could really impact Emma's career. And I guess she's like kind of considering it, but she also really is really dismissive of it. So I think that's a little bit strange. Like, what's going on? But also I think that it has like a perfect amount of like yearning and like mild pining, but also it has like that whole like idiots in love trope where they don't really realize that they like each other yet. So that's interesting, but I feel like they don't have that much chemistry. I don't know if that's just me because they haven't really like started to interact romantically yet, but I don't feel like there's that much like romantic chemistry. I want to see like a little bit more of that as we progress, but so far I am enjoying the story. I'm enjoying the vibes. I like the characters. Also, I imagine that Joe looks like Lucy Liu, so that's like making me feel some things. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how I feel as we wrap up.
Filming this video has really made me realize that I hate slow burn. Slow burn is my least favorite romance thing. I don't like it. I like high burn, fast stuff with like a lot of sexual tension and passion and all that. And there's just not that. This is very like subtle. These two people obviously have some kind of feelings for each other, but they just haven't got to a place where they fully accept the fact that they have feelings for the other person. And all of their interactions so far feel incredibly platonic. Like, I hate to, you know, like gal pal their relationship, but everything so far feels like the kind of relationship you could have with a friend that you really have a lot of respect for. And like, yeah, you know, they have crushes on each other, but like, we're 55% into the book. Like, there needs to be more going on than this. Like, I don't hate it, but I just feel like it's really slow. And also there's this drama going on, which is like absurd to me. Like, the drama makes no sense. I don't know, like the character is just so angry about something that literally just doesn't make sense to me, and I don't understand what there is to be so like absurdly upset about. So I'm just like, the drama is not even fun in the meantime that I'm waiting for them to finally get together. So like, I'm really concerned about this one. Also, I look crusty. I just woke up, so forgive me.
Hello friends, so I've decided that I'm not going to finish something to talk about, at least not in this video. I do need to finish it because like I have an arc of it, so I need to like review it on Netgalley if I want my feedback ratio to look good. But yeah, I'm not having fun with this, and I don't feel like reading it right now, and I still have like a week or two before it actually comes out, so I'm just gonna stop here. I'm at 70%. I'm so incredibly bored. I feel like there's nothing going on, and I feel like I had some expectations for what this book was going to be like. I thought this was going to be like a little bit more high drama because it's like set in Hollywood, so I thought it was going to have like this certain like Hollywood aesthetic. I thought it was going to be really dramatic, and I thought it was going to be, you know, all this like Hollywood glitz and glamour and stuff like that. But this book is really not like that. Like, the first chapter or two is kind of like that. It has that vibe, and then it just really slows down to like a complete halt where it feels like nothing is really going on. They're just really going about their day-to-day in the office, and I feel like all of their interactions can be summed up by like, hey boss, here's your coffee. Oh, thanks for the coffee. And that's like it. Like, that's all they ever feel like they say to each other. They might say some other stuff, but it just feels like I don't see this chemistry that they're supposed to have together. I don't see like what they would be like as a couple. I just see how they are as a boss and employee. And I can see that they both like admire each other. They both have respect for each other, but I don't see like what would their dynamic look like if they were in a romantic relationship. I can't see it, and I don't feel like the narrative is like giving me a lot to go on. Like I don't feel like there's a lot of passion in this. I don't feel like there's a lot of dialogue. I don't feel like the characters are having a lot of conversations that don't revolve around work. I just feel like there's nothing going on that's really fascinating to me, and I don't like slow burns. So one of the main takeaways of this video is that I really do not like slow burns, and if it's a slow burn romance, I'm probably not going to enjoy it. I don't like slow burn romance in contemporary because I feel like most contemporary romances, they don't have a plot. They just kind of have a premise, but not really a plot. And so if you don't have a plot and also the romance is slow burn, I'm going to be bored. I feel like this book didn't even have like really intense kind of like angst that would have been fun to read about, because the characters, like there's this one, it's like a good 15% of the book there's like some drama, some angst that they're angry about, but it was completely idiotic. Like one of the dumbest things I've ever read about is for two characters to be upset over. So it just like it's boring. Even the angst is not fascinating. So I just feel like I'm very bored, very disconnected, and I just don't feel like finishing this right now because it's putting me in a reading slump, and I have so much other stuff that I want to read. So I'm not about to keep reading this right now, but I actually think that when I do finish it, I will try to like film and post a review closer to the release date, because yeah, I can't read it right now, but I will have like some more final and solidified thoughts for you guys later in a different video. But yeah, I'm really disappointed that I didn't like this book. I'm really disappointed. I didn't like this, and I didn't like Real Men Knit, which were both like two of the books that I was actually the most excited to read in this video, and they're both Berkeley romances, and typically I really enjoy Berkeley romances, so I'm really shocked that I didn't enjoy these, that I didn't have fun. But I guess this goes to show that slow burn is just not the trope for me. But yeah, I really liked Meet Cute Club. I really liked You Deserve Each Other. I thought they were both really excellent. I thought Meet Cute was like perfect if you want something just like sweet and short and a little bit cheesy, but like in a fun way. And then You Deserve Each Other is really funny, and I feel like it's a really excellent and like insightful look at a relationship and like all the kinds of problems that can exist in a relationship and how two people can fall in love again if they just communicate properly. I don't know, I just really appreciated that book a lot, so I thought that those books were good. And I do want to say, like, I'm not saying that Real Men Knit or that Something to Talk About are both horrible books. They just really did not work for me. I just don't connect to the characters enough, and I don't connect to their romances enough for those books to be like good, enjoyable, I totally recommend it type feeling. But I don't necessarily think they're horrible. Like if you're interested in them, I wouldn't say like, oh, take it off your TBR, it's so terrible. But it just wasn't for me. It didn't keep me engaged. So yeah, thank you for going on this little journey with me. I appreciate that so much. I want to thank this Twitter user. I'm gonna put their Twitter right here because I can't remember their username, but this Twitter user, they bought me You Deserve Each Other, so thank you so much for buying me that. That was like the best thing ever. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I'll see you all soon. Bye you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe.